Philip from TW White & Sons. We have just taken in here this beautiful 2018 on a 67 one owner Mazda CX-5 2.2 150 PS Sport Nav Automatic, finished in soul red metallic. These beautiful diamond cut alloy wheels. This car comes standard with privacy glass, keyless entry, electric power folding door mirrors and electric tailgate, like so. It's got an enormous boot, decent load area cover to protect your valuables, enormous load area with split rear seats, 60/40, or you can have the whole lot down. The rear seats are folded down by these very useful levers. Means you don't have to lean over anything to get the rear seats down. Underneath here, you've got your BOSE amplifier for the stereo, because this is a top range vehicle. Your tools etc. kept beyond that. Beautiful spec car. Absence of load area scuffs on the rear bumper means this car's been really well looked after. Beautiful spec car. It would have been through the workshop, would have been serviced if it needs it. We generally do service all our used cars. If it's obviously been done a month ago, there was no point, but we'll check that out in a minute. It's had a 101 point used car check, where we also check everything: tyre tread depths, brake pad wear, brake disc wear, all the electrical systems, the way the vehicle drives, etc. Wonderful cars, these. You'll see here black leather interior, stitched on the edges. That extends over to the door cards. You've got electric windows all round, electric power folding mirrors, as I said before. You've got this BOSE Sound System. And just sitting inside the car, you've got switches for the power operated tailgate, traction control, parking sensors and Mazda's iStop stop-start technology. Let's start it and clarify the mileage on this vehicle. So it's done 38,145 miles, and you'll see there very clear instrumentation, tachometer, rev counter on the left hand side, a speedometer in the center, and your fuel gauge and temperature gauge on the right hand side. You have here trip meter and fuel computer. Please ignore the 10 miles per gallon. That's only because the car's been driven around here in the workshop and on the premises etc. It's not had any chance to record a proper MPG figure. This type of vehicle will give you in excess of 40 MPG. It's one of the most economical diesel engine vehicles, one of the most cleaner diesel engine vehicles. In other words, it's Euro 6 compliant. It is ultra low emission zone charge exempt. So it's very clean, it's very fuel efficient, and it's highly responsive. A delight to drive with this automatic gearbox. So here in front of you, you've got multi-function steering wheel. Just turn on these lights, give you a slightly better view of this. Left hand side is integrated Bluetooth with voice control. Your info button alters this display on the right hand side here. I don't know if you can see this, the trip A, trip B, and all your MPG figures. So trip B is much more in sync, 37.2 MPG, but again we can just reset that like so. But a really useful thing that, because to give you a total readout of your fuel efficiency here, and just beneath it is a range. You see, just above the fuel tank, you'll see fuel gauge, you'll see a range 35 miles. All those controls are really useful. So on the right hand side we've got cruise control here on the steering wheel, and beyond that you've got automatic with wipers with variable speed on the intermittent, and the left hand side automatic lights. So really great spec car from this angle here. Centre here is Mazda's MZ-D navigation system, so you can program in a phone. You've got satellite navigation now. We need to just check, make sure, yes, somebody has put in the SD card, so that activates the nav. That's it with its lights off, gives you a brighter display. With the lights on, gives you that darker display. You can alter that through the menu and have it either one on permanently if you wish, or under the automatic setting. So satellite navigation, all controlled by this central navigation wheel here. You'll see to the left hand side of it you've got a star button, that's to set up your favorites. To the right hand side of it you've got back arrow button, nav button, home screen and music. It's all touch screen when you're stationary, but when you're on the move you would have to adjust things through here. It's an excellent safety feature, that, but when you're stationary it's touch screen. So here you got find address, town or postcode, navigate home. You can set up your home address, you can set up favourites, history, where you've been, etc. A very simple nav system, places nearby, navigation information, all this stuff where you got fuel prices, etc. Traffic information, everything. So it's detailed but very directional, very simple. Back to the home screen. You've got settings within this vehicle, so you can personalise this car to suit your individual taste. Add disc. This vehicle, and you won't be able to see it probably from where I'm sitting because of the lens on the camera, but there is, I don't know if you can see this, a head-up display. I can see it very clearly. The phone may not pick it up, phone camera may not pick it up as well as one would expect, but certainly very clear. You've got head-up display there. You can adjust it for height, you can adjust the brightness, the rotation of that head-up display depending upon how you're sitting, etc. Display information, it will display your navigation signal. It's got active driving display. It will warn you if you're going above the speed limit discreetly, no warning buzzers, etc., but it will warn you through that head-up display, and very discreet, so it's really useful. Back here, the display itself, the display we're looking at, you can adjust that between auto, day and night mode, as I referred to earlier. Best have it in auto mode. You can adjust the brightness, the contrast. Safety, it's got smart city brake support, traffic sign recognition system, parking sensor indication. Sound, being a top spec car, you've got BOSE stereo. It's got BOSE center point here, which gives you a more immersive sound experience when you're driving the vehicle. BOSE audio pilot, which will adjust the level of the sound when driving the vehicle. You've got usual bass, treble, fader, balance controls. Clock, you can set up time zones, 12 or 24 hours, and your time zone select as well. Vehicle, another great thing that Mazda have thought of is the amount of detail they put into their cars. Door locks here, for example, walk away locking. If you walk away from the vehicle, you can, and got the keys on you, it will lock automatically. You can elect to turn that feature on or off. Walk away locking, and actually keyless lock beep volume when you walk away from the vehicle. You can have that on high, low, medium or off. Great level of detail. Lighting here, interior lights, you can set those up, time out, door open, door closed. Adaptive front lighting system, lights on, warning, volume, high, low or off, coming home light, leaving home light. You can adjust the sensitivity of your auto headlights, high, medium, low or low. I mean, it's very, very comprehensive, this vehicle, and all these features are terrific, and they show the level of detail that Mazda go into with their cars. But what's equally as terrific is the way in which this car drives. Absolutely superb. It's not only a wonderful looking SUV, it drives superbly with excellent road holding, handling and braking characteristics, and a lot of performance there. You can set your temperature, Celsius or Fahrenheit, your distance, miles or kilometers. So stereo, you've got FM radio. I did turn that down. You've got DAB as well, very useful. Let's just come off the, that's it. And you can set up your favorites, you see, through that star button. Traffic announcements, and within these menus obviously you've got your sound settings, which I alluded to earlier. So FM, AM, DAB, USB connectivity, Stitch and AHA connectivity here, Bluetooth, USB. It's very, very, very comprehensive. So coming back to the home screen, final thing I want to show is applications. Fuel economy monitor. Gives you Mazda's iStop technology. That means when you drive up to some traffic lights, they happen to be red. If the car is iStop ready and prepared, and you stop, the vehicle will, the engine will cut out. It'll cut in when you engage gear again. The advantage with that obviously has tremendous fuel saving characteristics. And I say this car will regularly return over 40 mpg. Town and motorway, and I know that because I've owned several of these wonderful vehicles, and they are highly fuel efficient. Excellent for the environment with the iStop technology as well. Coming back to this, vehicle status monitor, maintenance. Yeah, we just serviced it. Oil's at 100%. It now will not need servicing for another 12,500 miles or 12 months, whatever comes first. You've got here, let's just turn this on, 3-stage heated seats, heated steering wheel, wonderful. See that, 3-stage heated seats, driver and passenger, automatic climate control. Just dial in the temperature, hit the auto button, it will direct the air automatically for you and adjust your fan speeds according to the internal temperature of the vehicle. You can of course adjust that just by pressing mode. You can see there, take it off the auto. It's also dual zone climate air conditioning. You can operate it together or independently of one another, so passenger and driver can alter their own temperatures. Wonderful. Magnificent automatic gearbox, and this is your electronic handbrake, sound, and navigating your way through the menus. It's got auto hold facility as well, very useful. Cup holders, and in here, you won't be able to see it on the video, but you will be able to see it in the images, is the USB socketry. So there it is, Mazda CX-5 2.2 150 PS automatic. A great vehicle, one of my personal favourites to drive. These, they are just terrific. You can understand why CX-5s are so popular. Such a good looking car. This one's been kept in really great condition as well. Absence of any marks around the body. For a 38,000 mile vehicle, it's terrific. Comes with a full Mazda digital service history. Just been serviced in our workshops, been given a clean bill of health. If you want to find out more about this superb car or any of our other CX-5s, or indeed any of our other franchise and non-franchise used cars, it's also worth noting that we will take any vehicle in part exchange at any value, so we're very adaptable for that. So before you start trying any of our competitors, please give us a call. If you want to find out more about this vehicle, please go onto our website, which is www.twhiteandsons.co.uk. Thanks for watching.